do not let your desperation cause you to hang out with people that you know you don't want to hang out with. Guys, I wanted to make this video to just call it out how it is. There have been times in my life that I've done this. There have been times in my life that I've been good at this. The people that you surround yourself with, even if you're not Christian, if this is a video that a non-Christian sees, even the people that aren't Christian, take these words of wisdom. And guys, there's a reason why there's so many like these cliche weird quotes saying like, you are who you hang out with, you're the sum of the 5 people you surround yourself with. There's a reason to that, because there's a lot of validity and a lot of truth to that. There's a lot of truth to the voices that you hear in your life, to you starting to morph into kind of variations of those people. And today I want to talk to you guys about a couple situations in my life that I've been on the good side and on the bad side of this. So on the good side, on the good part of this, I had a brother that was always very, very motivated. So my older brother was super motivated. He was naturally disciplined. He was one of those kids that like, he always did things the right way, right? And what that led to is he led me and my little brother into, we just work out every day. Like as kids, we didn't really have a childhood. We would just play sports with him. We would literally like train with him. All we did was train in our childhood. And I know it's kind of crazy to sound like, because if you didn't have a childhood like this, but literally all we did was train, and we thought we were playing. We thought we were playing around, doing things, but we're literally training to be better athletes our literal whole life. And the reason why all of us became that way is because what my dad instilled into my oldest brother and what my oldest brother would surround us with. He would just say, hey, look, we're doing this today and we're training. And we just happen to train every single day because of that, right? That led us to great successes. I'm not someone that was physically gifted as a kid. Like I was always very coordinated. I was a good athlete, but I was like an A- athlete in a small town in Nevada, right? There's no reason why I should have gone Division I. There's no reason why I should have been anything impressive. But the reason I was is because I had perfect discipline, because I didn't know any better. I had literal perfect discipline because me and my brothers thought we were playing, even though we're literally training. We trained since our childhood, like every day, because we thought that was playing. My dad kind of like instilled in us, because my dad was a Division I baseball coach. As a kid, hey, this is kind of how the guys that want to be, if you want to make it, this is kind of how you got to live. And then we just thought it was playing. We thought playing was training. And we became, all 3 of us, look at the fruit. All 3 of us became Division I athletes. My older brother is probably going to play professional football next year. My little brother is going to start at a Division I school, and I'm going to become a professional fighter in these next 3 to 5 years. Like, look at the fruit of the children and the offspring because of the morals instilled into you. So I've done it the right way once, right? And in my friend group, in the friends I surrounded myself with, I've done it the right way. I was always the kid that had good friends that never really got in trouble. So I never really got in trouble as a kid. I always surrounded myself with very good people. So I never really got into drama or anything like that. I was never into it. But then I want to tell you guys on the other side of it, my other experience. So later in my life, I've always been someone that's had a small group. I hate drama. I'm literally someone that hates drama. I hate the he said, she said stuff. I think it's for low IQ individuals that have 0 goals and that they don't have anything in their life going. So they start spreading rumors to make it seem like they have something valuable in their information about someone else that's most likely made up. So I think people that partake in that are losers. I think people that partake in that are cowards, and they just don't have their own life. So there's someone else is the main character of theirs. And the reason why I'm telling you guys this, I'm not trying to shame the old friend group I was in, but I'm warning you guys, whatever friend group and the people you surround yourself with, you are going to start mirroring them. The fact that when I was a kid, I started mirroring my brother by training. I wasn't interested in the sports. All I want to do is play with my cars. All I want to do is hang out inside. All I want to do is literally just play with my toy cars, and just that was it. But eventually it turned into me becoming a very successful athlete, at least top 1% in the world of what I did. So I would say that's a success. So if you guys want that, you're gonna need to start you need to start surrounding yourself with people that you mirror. So when I moved to California recently, I moved to California last year, I had no one. I had no people in my life. I had no connections. I literally moved here by God leading me here and I just didn't know why for months. I didn't talk to a human being for, I think, like 2 months, the first couple months I was here. And I eventually got so desperate that I fell into a trap that I joined this friend group at a church that I knew I didn't want to be a part of. And I surrounded myself with people that I knew I didn't want to be like, of men that I didn't respect and women that I was kind of annoyed by. But I joined this friend group because of how lonely I was. You can see right through the BS of anyone within the first 10 minutes. You know if someone's a winner or loser. 95% of this world is, sad to say, like 95% are most likely losers or unimpressive. I want to be with that 5% that's impressive. That's just kind of who I want to be. I want to surround myself with that. And if you're watching this video, you probably do too. Guys, do not grow weary in doing good. Do not grow weary in the people you surround yourself with. Do not let yourself fall into this trap, because I did, and I'll tell you where it led me. When I moved to California, I moved here by being obedient to God. And the fact that, and I was literally training twice a day. I was working on my business, unbelievably disciplined. I had clients, I was killing it, right? And as soon as I started to hang out with this friend group, instead of training twice a day, eventually became once a day. And then not even once every day. Then 5 times in a week, 4 times in a week, then 3 times in a week. I eventually got to the point that I stopped training for like a week or two on end. I've been training every day since I was a kid. Training isn't something that's foreign to me. It's not something that's hard to me. It's kind of like what I do every day. Like whenever I'm done with sports, I'm still gonna train every day because I don't really know what to do besides train. And because of the habits instilled for me when I was a kid, but because of the people I was surrounding myself with, I stopped doing the thing that literally I've been doing my whole life. I started eating like crap. I'm someone that has such a sensitive stomach that if I don't eat something super bland, I will literally feel bad. I literally feel sick. I surrounded myself with people that made me fall into those 2 things, which are the 2 things I've never struggled with. When I started becoming in this friend group, I started gossiping. And I'm someone that hates gossip. I think it's like what I said earlier, for someone that's low IQ and someone that doesn't have anything going, so they have to make something else up about someone else. I started realizing half our conversations, even though that they were Christian, majority of the conversations were just gossiping about other people at the church. And I'm just like, this is so toxic. And eventually God bailed me out. God sent me my wife, someone who's a winner, someone that has very strong morals, someone that makes me better. I'm like, okay, it was a breath of fresh air that I cut all those people off instantly. But guys, like, I want to warn you about how serious it is. And just guys, it's better to be alone and to surround yourself with good content creators speaking into your life until you get those friends than for you to be in the wrong friend group. And if I could do it over again, I would be a better fighter than I am today. I'd be in better shape than I would be today. And my marriage would honestly be better than it is today because of the patterns I picked up. I got married to a 10-on-10 girl who's great on purpose. She's very impressive. She's hardworking. Like, she's literally, like, in my eyes, like a perfect woman on paper. And I was struggling with laziness. Me struggling with laziness when I'm surrounded with someone like her. Like, if anything, that would elevate me. But I'm telling you guys, the habits that the people around you will instill in you, they're hard to break. It's like sin cycles. Sin cycles, habitual sin is so hard to break. It's so hard to break because we're people and we're creatures of habit. So if we're surrounded by people whose habits are horrible, you know if someone's habits are horrible, you know deep down if they're a winner or not. You know deep down if they are. And if you guys keep surrounding yourself with people that aren't like tapped in, they aren't that top 1%, they aren't those dudes that are like about it. They aren't those dudes that are going hard. They aren't those dudes that are serious about their walk with Christ. Then guys, cut them off. Just cut them off. Like, it is not worth it. It's not worth it to go through months of your life that you just waste money. And at the end of the day, this is what I got out of those friendships. my best friend in that group, all he did was always I paid for everything. I paid for all of his stuff. He never paid me back on things. And eventually it got to the point that the gossip turned to me. Then now I'm known as some scammer because of, honestly, the same cycle in another person. I'm just not gonna get into the story, but the same cycle followed to the point that me doing honest work turned into me being a scammer. For me working hard, I became prideful. For me separating myself from people that were bringing me down was me cutting everyone off and being fake, throwing away my day ones. Like, guys, it's only going to lead you to the bad path. Look at Jonah. He didn't go to Nineveh. He went into a fish. It wasted his time. Out of desperation, he wanted to flee what God had for him. So it wasted his time, and it was expensive because he paid to go on that boat that was running away from God. I had to pay for literal someone else's sin habit. This dude was gluttonous to the point that he couldn't pay for himself. He was so lazy that he couldn't work hard enough to pay for anything. So I was paying for everything for this dude. Every single time I hang out with him, I was paying for something. And then eventually got to the point that I'm paying for I'm pretty much taking up all of his food. I'm paying for a meal for him every single damn day. And all he's doing is making me worse. And he never paid me back. There are times that he owed me money, still hasn't paid me back. There are times that, I'll get you later. Never did. Guys, and I tried so hard to get him to break the cycle. And eventually, you guys are going to realize you're not going to be above, you're not going to have everyone in your life pulling you up and helping you out. Eventually you have to be the person to help someone out. You guys need to know when to draw the line, because I was trying to help this dude out so much. I saw a little bit of potential in him. He just wouldn't grow. He'd always had to take the easy way out. He always wanted to do it the easier way. He always wanted to cower it out. He's always too scared to try. He's always this, and his girlfriend ran his life, and then the friend group, then his mom's opinion. I'm like, oh my gosh. Then eventually, do you know what happened to me? I became a coward. I became scared to make videos. I became a little bit worried about other people's judgments on me. Guys, take this seriously. If you're surrounding with cowards, it is going to ruin your life, because it ruined mine. I'm dead serious. I'm stuck in some cycle right now that God's bailing me out because of his graciousness and because of his goodness. I'm getting bailed out, but I still have to pay for this present moment of being separated from him and his purpose. I'm paying for my consequences of hanging out with cowards. I never want you guys to do that, because the exact opposite of who I am has come out because of what they did around me. Those people of who they are has literally caused me to be someone that I'm not. I've never been a coward. Never. I've never been lazy. Never. I've never been someone that overslept. Never. I've never been someone that's been so literally just lazy. I'm not a lazy person. Working hard comes easy. I'm pissed off right now because I want you guys to understand the severity of what I'm telling you. If you're with the wrong people, they are going to bring you down. They're going to make you lazy. They're going to make you weak. They're going to make you cowards. They're not going to make you dream big. I stopped dreaming when I started surrounding myself with the wrong group of people. It's honestly BS. I'm trying not to swear right now because of me starting a ministry. But guys, it's BS. You know the word I'm trying to say, and you know it is. This is a literal attack from the devil. The average person, the coward, is going to take you out. If the devil can't take you out with someone bad, he's going to take you out on paper with someone that's good. Do not let the ways of this world transform you. Be renewed. May your mind be renewed by God and God's actual people. You know deep down if their walk is legit. These people had a Bible study, but they're still hooking up, still hanging out with people in the world. They're still drinking on the weekends. You know if they're real or not. You do. If you're for real about it, only surround yourself with your closest circle. You can surround yourself with anyone because you're going to help them turn to Christ. But your closest circle cannot be cowards. Your closest circle cannot be people that aren't about it. Guys, there's a reason why it warns you in Proverbs, because this ruined my life. I stopped this swearing cycle for months. I stopped it for years. I hung out with this dude for a little bit and I'm still swearing. It's been months since I hung out with him. I hung out with this dude for literally this friend group for 2 months, 2 or 3 months. And it's 2 or 3 months later without even thinking about them. It was hard for me to get up at 4 this morning. It's harder for me to lift weights. It's harder for me to train. It's like, guys, the reason why it's the first thing that Proverbs tell you is because it's how sticky it is. Their habits are so toxic that they stick so easy, because if you're living a life that you're taking the hard way out, you're doing the harder path, you're being more disciplined, you're taking the risk. And if you surround yourself with people that take the easy way out every single time, it is so easy to fall, because, oh, why am I going to do it my way when I can have friends that do it in a way that's easier, that I don't have to suffer, and all I have to do is just, I can just hang out and be happy. I'm going to feel good. Guys, you need to break that cycle instantly. If this is a warning on who you surround yourself with, you need to break that cycle now, or else you're never going to become the man or woman God's calling you to be. You're never going to be the person that you know you want to be. You're never going to achieve the things you know that God has for you. You know deep down God's going to make you great at something. And you'll never be in anyone if you keep hanging around people like this. I'm facing the consequences. My potential, I might never be able to reach the level I was going to reach if I never hung out with these people. And I'm pissed off about it, because I feel like these overweight people that are losers, you know they're losers, they're bringing you down in your life. I'm not trying to sound prideful, but you guys know this type of person. They are energy sappers. They sap your energy. They mooch off your finances. They just drain you dry. They run you dry, then they're on to the next person. And I'm not just talking about women, I'm talking about men, I'm talking about your friends. This is a friend group that I was in. A group of people that mooch off of you, a group of people that sap your energy and then deplete you, and then they leave you run dry, or else you become them. Guys, don't fall into this crap. Don't fall into this circle, because it's only going to leave you to death. It's just so bad for you. I want to encourage you guys today, because there are good dudes out there that are going to help you train harder. There are good dudes out there that's going to help you grow your business. There's circles of young entrepreneurs that you guys will be able to find if you're a young entrepreneur. There are circles of young pastors. If you're a pastor and you're young, you will be able to find. There's a circle of people that are going to do life with you. I want to prophesy this over you. There is a circle of men that are going to enrich you to become stronger. There's a circle of men that are going to empower you to become more holy. There is a circle of men or friends that are going to make you a better man of God. I want to prophesy that over you guys. I want to speak that over you. I want to speak life over you. There's going to be a circle that you feel like you're not settling. You feel like that they're not losers. You know that they're good people and they're going to make you better, and you enjoy their presence, genuinely enjoy hanging out with them. I'm going to speak that over you guys, because I know it's possible, because I want to speak that over myself right now. I'm in a process of moving. I'm going to speak that over my next situation I'm in. God's lucky enough to give me a second chance, that he's moving me to paradise to be obedient there. Guys, don't fall in the same thing I did, because it will literally ruin your life. 3 months has robbed 6 months of my life. 3 months with the wrong people has robbed 6 months from my life. And if you're young and an entrepreneur, you know you can't afford that. It's too much time. Do you know how expensive 6 months is? I'm still upset about this, pretty obviously. Guys, I want to pray us out. Lord Jesus, may you surround us with the right people. May you break down our pride to the point that we can still bring people up, but also give us the discernment to cast out any leeches in our life. Father God, I feel like I'm seeing that vision of crabs in a bucket. God, may we shed all the other crabs that are yanking us down in our life. May we shed them all, and may we find good people that are going to help us succeed. In Jesus' name, amen. Love you guys.